Server reset, probably. Mia reset. Really need to get everything up to temperature. Okay, front left pressure is good. It would be nice if I can get the tires themselves up to temperature as well, not just tire pressure. A bit too much speed. Okay, rear tires are up to temp, only front tires. Should still be good enough. Now I'm coming out of that line, no. Fuck. Okay, car behaves okay, but it's the rear that took the hit, so yeah.
I've got some light
Already thought that. So now I have to warm everything up again. Car is already fighting out the pit exit, that's lovely. Okay, rears are getting enough temperature, but the front, especially left front, in terms of pressure and temperature, is just lagging behind. Okay, all temperatures should be good before I start the lap. Yep. They're slowly turning black, that's good. Just front right. Yeah, everything's black, so good to go. Yellow flag into sector 2, that's pit lane.
Yellow flag is charging front.
There's the green. Our Rouge and Radarion are so tricky because you need good speed for the long straight, but they're so tricky to get through. Front right is cooling down again. That may become an issue in the race. Just the right side in general. They have low pressures and the tire temps aren't too high either, so just means I got to keep up the pace in the race. Track won't be too full tonight. I think 9 people said they would race for sure. One person said they may join or may not make it. So 9 to 10 cars is really doable. Pit exit is clear. That was not the ideal line. Nearly spun the car there.
Yellow flag acceptable.
Okay, rear tire pressure is a bit high now. Yeah, 98 in temperature. Just gotta calm down the tires and pressures. While keeping the fronts alive, so heavy steering, just light acceleration. Okay, I can go for a full push again next lap. 14 laps of fuel left, that's very doable. Hit the sausage curb, not ideal, but my driving style is just not ideal. Fuck!
Box this lap, we have to repair the car.
Steering's fucked. Okay, now. That was really, really not ideal. I'm going to wait a bit before going out again. Thing is, I haven't driven at all in the past few weeks on this game, so to say that I have to relearn everything again is an understatement. Well, not learn everything. I know how to drive, obviously, and I know the lines. It's just relearning. Yeah, it's just relearning the brake points, the steer points, dealing with, well, not traffic yet, but Spa is one of the hardest tracks to come back to. to be honest, and it's really showing that I've not spent too much time on this game. I'm honestly not um, really looking forward to this race either. So yeah, it's the only reason I'm here is because there's only 3 amateurs, so I'm guaranteed podium. But Tamper is faster than me. Brian is faster than me. Brian is up there with the pros. So I know I should be going out at this time and learn the track, but honestly, I've already accepted the fact that I'm last place. Not even in this race, but competition in general. Because I think this is round 8. And I think I've only shown up for 4 races. And I finished 3. So in championship terms, I'm just out. And I'm doing this more for fun now, but with this game there really isn't much fun. And yeah, 8 people, 5 of which are pro. So I'm not even fighting with them in the championship. It's just... it shows Assetto Corsa is at the end of its life cycle. And I myself honestly cannot wait for Project Motor Racing in November. But until then, we have to do with this. There was Donnie shooting by. It's so stupid you can't edit layouts. I really need the mirror to be smaller, so I can focus more on the track ahead of me. And driving without mirror isn't an option, because on every straight you're just doing this. And that takes even more focus away from braking markers and that type of stuff. And you can see I look back and I immediately go off. It's pit lane. He is on the lap, so he's past now. Next one is Tom, I think, and yeah, that 17-second Tom is going to make up in 2 laps. I think I'm genuinely 10 seconds slower than Tom on the lap. Tom is, I think, either Tom or Alice is leading the championship in the pro category, so the only time I see them is when they lap me or Alice at the start, because Alice likes to start from either the pit lane or the back of the field. And that means he has to overtake me for position, but most of the time I just let him go. Because he isn't in a fight with me. Oh, there was a car parked there. That was Red Baron, yeah, 24. Yeah, Tom is already within 7 seconds of me. I literally lost 12 seconds on a single lap. Doesn't help when the brake just refuses to work. It didn't say I got damage of that. Just 14 seconds. Okay, the turn-in may have been over the line, the exit was 100% over the line. Also in Assetto Corsa, I think you can count the curb as the line, like the colored patches next to the track, like the red yellow stuff. I think green means you're off track, red yellow is fine. Depends on the race series, honestly. Or the game, really. Like Formula 1, the white line is the white line. No further exceptions, and in Gran Turismo it's curb, it's track limits, and I think Assetto Corsa has some tracks on which the curb is the limit, and on some tracks the white line is the limit, and it changes from corner to corner as well. It just really makes you learn the track limits really, really well. And it forces you to remember during a race, during a qualifying, what you can do and what not. Because if you get 4 track extensions in which you gain time, you get a drive-through penalty, and that's not really what you want with the longest pit lane. Because on Spa you basically go through 2 pit lanes. You have the F1 pit lane and the GT pit lane, and you go through both of them at 60 kilometers an hour. Not even 60, I think it's 50 even. And it's just so slow compared to the cars who are going, I think maybe even 200 kilometers an hour. I'll check. I'm there now. Because here's pit entry. And like in the middle of the straight up there is pit exit. Let's see. Okay, that wasn't 200 kilometers per hour, but let's see on this straight. That's 200, and that's 243. So yeah, you go by with 243 kilometers an hour. And if you go 50 kilometers an hour, you're just cooked. That's almost 5 times as slow. I feel like this would have been a good lap if I didn't mess up at Radarion. Also, a lot of people call that corner Eau Rouge. The one at the top of the hill, next to the pit lane. But like the bottom corner is Eau Rouge and the top corner is Radarion. And I've seen so many people just calling both corners Eau Rouge. And it just irks me. I don't know why, it's wrong. Like Eau Rouge, people say Eau Rouge is one of the most dangerous corners, but neither Eau Rouge nor Radarion is really dangerous. It's the combination of them. With the fact that you go downhill in a dip for Eau Rouge and then you immediately launch upwards into a crest for Radarion, and it's just... it fucks with the downforce of the car, and the car just behaves unexpectedly. Like, I don't know if I can show it on this attempt. I'll try. Like, there's a dip, then you go up, and there is the Radarion crest. And what happens often is, if there is an incident at the top of the hill, because people lose downforce, you don't see the incident. So a small incident, a small spin in either of those corners can often end with another car just slamming into you, because they can't see the incident. Obviously they will have an engineer saying a yellow flag in sector 1, but you know, it says sector 1, not atop of Eau Rouge, because sector 1 can also be behind you in like La Source, which is the hairpin in turn 1. It can also be at the end of the straight. That's all sector 1, but and it isn't real life. It isn't like if you go fast on the yellow flags you'll be penalized. So people tend to ignore a yellow flag. Oh, that was way too deep. So yeah, people tend to ignore a yellow flag, not slow down, only accelerate. And yeah, when you get to the incident site and you need to quickly steer over the crest of Red Orion, you just lose the car. You just go either straight into the wall or you go straight into the car parked. And it happens with such force that people have literally died. Not because of the crash, but because people who didn't see them run straight into them. Like, the big one I remember seeing live was Formula 2 a few years back. You had a young Frenchman, Antoine Hubert, who just... it happened to him. He lost his car right there, slammed into the wall, spun back on circuit, and some other cars didn't see him and just penetrated his car railing. There is no other way to describe it. They just ran down the middle, penetrated the car. So yeah, back to the point, if there's one track that is so iconic but so difficult to learn, it's Spa. I mean, it's the Nordschleife, but Spa is, I believe, more well known than the Nordschleife. And on the Nordschleife, it's literally called the Green Hell. You know, if you go to the Nordschleife, that the biggest enemy you will have is the track. On Spa, it's often seen as just another racetrack, one of the most iconic ones, so everyone thinks Spa isn't as intimidating, let's put it like that. Like, people think of Spa and they aren't like, oh, it's a dangerous track or you need to watch out on Spa. They're more like, oh, it's very fast with a few tactical corners here and there. And even though that's true, technically, Spa is way more dangerous because of that. And obviously in the top sport like Formula 1, World Endurance Championship, everyone knows the reputation of Spa, so it's not a danger there. It is a danger in this game though, because people underestimate how hard the track can be at times. And that misjudgment makes them take corners like Eau Rouge, bus stop chicane, Le Comte coming up. It makes them so much unpredictable there, because they just fire in and hope for the best. Like that. I know what I did wrong there. What happened there was I hit the curb with the rear tire, and Ferrari doesn't really like curbs. But that's exactly, you underestimate a simple corner and it's just, you spin right in the middle of the track. Have fun surviving that. Damn it. I've already lost all concentration and it's just free practice. Might as well just park it into the pit for those final 10 minutes. I can immediately show how long the pit lane is. So, 50 kilometers per hour. Pit lane entry is there. I've already speeded, but that doesn't matter. Oh, show down to first, of course. So, this is only the first pit lane, by the way. This is what's known as the Formula 1 pit lane. Normally it ends here at the red line, but no, we get to continue on. Pit exit is normally here over the white line onto the track, but no, we continue on 60 kilometers per hour, lovely. There you get here. The sign says 80, but nope, the game says you have to go 60. And this is the second pit lane. That timer is from when I crossed the line. I spent over a minute just driving the pit lane. Yeah, there literally only are 3 amateurs podium guaranteed. Clock says 6 minutes, but knowing our group, the session starts in 3 minutes. Let's see, capture number is 2.1. Yeah, I'm getting that last. I'm getting P10. I don't know why he's going out. It's 2 minutes left. He may start another lap, but we'll see. Also, there's no way O'Brien is an amateur. He is way too fast. Thirty seconds. Well, at least I'm. Uh, yeah, at least I'm within 10 seconds. Just barely, but. Just barely is still within 10 seconds. And that's practice. Let's go.
Green light, give it all you can.
Don't know why it reset my team, but yeah. Of course I crash on the fucking outlap. Fuck!
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, keep the engine going, let's go. Well, rear tires are now in a good window. Tire pressures all around are good. And all tire temps are okay. Track limits don't matter for this lap. But they won't do now. Fuck.
We have to repair the car.
Yeah, that was inevitable. That was fully inevitable. Fuck. Oh well, even if that incident gets reported, it's not like I could have done something there. Of course, my fucking steering wheel is the wrong way around. Okay. Yeah, now it's okay again. That's O'Brien, yeah. And then there's no one. So, clear passageway. That was, by the way, a clear demonstration of what I was talking before, with there being no visibility, and if you crash, you bounce back onto the track. That was like a prime example of why Radon is as dangerous as it is. Like, it isn't a hard corner. It's the fact that the downforce of the car acts weird. Like, I won't explain fully how downforce works, but because you go over a crest, the airflow over the car changes, and the car has less grip. And outside of that, making spinning out in the corner more likely, it also means that you can see an incident and you crash into it, or even if you see the incident, if you try to react and turn the steering wheel too fast, you'll also crash. Missed that one by a bit. So no matter how you look at it, really, in Radon, if there is a crash ahead of you, you're just fucked. All you need to see yellow flags before you crash. But if there is an incident like right ahead of you and they haven't gotten the yellow flags out yet, you're just fucked. Because there is no way for you to know that there is a car, and there is no way you'll be able to react once you see the car. I'm just done. I'm just done. I can't do Radon. I can't do it. Fuck. That's like the 4th time in 5 laps that I've hit that wall. Like in qualifying, you can just reset to pit and try again. In the race, you're just fucked.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Pit exit is clear, yeah. Well, I spun into the other direction for once. That's something.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, I'm starting last anyway. Fuck it. I know it's just qualifying, but that's definitely going to get reported. That was just an idiot move. I'm not even going out anymore. He can fuck off. Like I wasn't enjoying this already, and now it's just... I either crash on my own or some fucking asshole decides, no, I'm not going to listen to the rules and I'm going to cut an exit line, pull alongside in qualifying, and I don't know if it was netcode or not, but I felt a tap and I had my steering just fucked itself.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
This isn't enough fuel. Now it definitely is. If one thing happens in this race, I'm just pulling out. I'm parking it in the pits and I don't give a fuck about it. All I get is I didn't hit you. Yeah, fuck off, mate.
Was okay, but we had a bit of traffic and could have been better. And we changed something on car for the second one, and it wasn't really an improvement, so we couldn't improve on time, unfortunately. So now we try to brainstorm how to put everything together. We have a good car, but like I said, we just have so much experience in these new rally tires, so we're trying to figure it out. With one more shot to go, it's the best. It's quite a bit different. It's obviously a different
Let me
concept of the
quickly
car,
check
but it's a very cool
that
car to
stuff's
drive. You have to work at it, and it's fun. And it's quite a challenge. And it's,
fit for new
I like it.
tire
It's something
sets.
close to my driving style, so it's nice. Everything was new. In the beginning, it was quite a lot to learn. But now, since the second half, it's going
Add
pretty well.
fuel.
People start to feel at home, and I think it's really cool. So we're enjoying it.
Yeah, no pit window, pre-pit
Probably got a
stuff. I
track stamp.
don't fucking care.
Whether that was caused by something that we can't see, but once got the track stamp, it was nothing more than a passenger, and hopefully with the impact of rearward impact. Now, I mean, an impact like that is you're not going to just jump out of the car and say happy days. Your body has gone through a trauma, so it knocks the thing. That's the thing that really is. Suddenly you're sitting there, you've got the ability to inhale. Team have spoken to Curry on the radio, I understand. Everything's left in the car.
So that's Donny.
That's heavy impact. That is heavy. But I say a lot of the stuff
Jumper is right
on the
next to
rear
me.
is designed
Ahead of him
such
is
that you can really
Brian.
pull on either side a little bit. Because that's what it's no point making the back of the car like a parachute, because then that will just transfer all the load through to the next weakest point within the construction of the car. So the point where you're going to hit something, that's the part that you look for in the structure to help mitigate the strength of the impact going forward into the driver's side.
And what about the night qualifying? Are you worried about that?
No, I think we won't run or be ready for the race because I think we are safe for the top 20. So we are ready if you have to put one second to the lap, but I'm quite happy.
You look so calm.
I'm not mad at Tom because I know Tom. He drives pretty clean. What I'm mad at is just the fucking inability of this game to run races.
You can start with 40, you can win, but
Outside of
3-4 hours to be out of the mess.
me spinning every lap, which
It's always my
it may be my fault, maybe the game. It's both of them. Like, we run endurance races. Like races that can take up to 24 hours. And then in the middle of the race, after 5 hours in, the game just fucks you over, kicks everyone out. Session is red flagged, and we end the 24-hour race after having driven 5 hours. And like, if that was a one-time thing, I won't accept it. It's a game, the servers may be unstable. It's just every fucking time. And it just makes me more and more done with the game.
Stay single file. Once got the track stamp, there was nothing more than a passenger,
course, engine is turned off. So this means I start the race with damage. Because the car just suddenly decides to spin. Like, I understand it if it's specifically my fault, but... At least my tires are now warm, but... Yeah, 15 seconds of damage is not ideal. Like, if I deserved it, like, if I did a risky move and I spun, I would have just accepted it. In my eyes, the car just decided to spin. I was doing what everyone else was doing. I was doing what I have done for the rest of the lap. And the car just decides, fuck you, you're going into the wall. Oh yeah, wait, the start line is at Eau Rouge. Forgot. Yeah, like I thought Alice is going. Alice always wants to start at the back of the field.
Green light, go, go.
Alice is going to win anyway, even though he is so fucking far behind. That's just what Alice does. Fuck. Okay, that stump behind, I've already let Luca go. Don't fucking care. Okay, that's going to be 1-in-1. Fuck. Okay, the damage to the car must have been more than I've anticipated. This is the most important part. And that's basically me already out of the race. So my race lasted 1 lap. Because the thing is, I can block decently, but as soon as I'm overtaking, I'm just dumb. And that's not just on this game, that's on every game. The only thing is, every other game is still fun for me, but this game, it is that I signed up for it. And that the season is almost over, but I doubt I'll be doing more Assetto Corsa than I need to. There is obviously the proper one. Yeah, actually I think I have 4, maybe 5 races left after this one, before the year is over, and I think I'm just uninstalling the game after that, honestly. Okay, 88, that's O'Brien. O'Brien has spun. Back on the podium where I won't stay. Oh, he also went off. Okay, yeah, his car must be destroyed. I don't know how hard he went into the wall, but his car must be destroyed. But the difference is, and probably why O'Brien will continue racing, is he has pace, he has a chance to climb back up the order. Whereas me, not to downplay myself, I just know I know my skill level, and I've been driving for like driving competitively for a couple of years now. I think 6, 7. Yeah, for 6, 7 years, and just my pace. If it has improved, it's only improved marginally. So yeah, there's that, but I also want to box now to fix the damage, but I need to stay out for the tires. Like, honestly, I think the pit window at the earliest opens at 40 minutes. I want to try and make it to 35 with this damage. But yeah, the damage is just there. Like you can see, staying on track is not an option. I mean, it is, but I feel like I also need to push. Maybe that's also where the problem lies. I keep pushing and pushing hard at that. Flag sector 2, don't see any yellows. Oh yeah, I see it, number 68, that's Scary. 30 seconds up the road. I just don't dare to make this corner. Just because it kept spinning me out. It's fucking insane how that works, you know. Just scared of taking the corner normally because I keep spinning. And it's not even a rouge I'm scared about. It's fucking like comp chicane. Damn, his damage must have been hard. Okay, maybe there is a chance of podium. Most important part is that I don't make any mistakes. But try to keep pushing for 45 minutes now. Wait, that's another car. That's Tom.
Got some severe damage on the front.
Somehow it feels like this fixed the car. And that's fucking insane. Yeah, this fixed the car. I don't know how, but this just... So apparently the way to make a Ferrari drivable is by slamming the front end into a wall at 250 kilometers an hour. Okay, there's movement in the pit lane, both cars around. Yeah, the car feels stable now, what the fuck? Like, front end damage is supposed to make sure you can take less speed or need to brake more before corners, and you can accelerate less during corners. But I'm just driving like normal and the car feels just stable. Dude, I may not even fix this. Yeah, even Radillon feels stable now. I also love how Alice, who started last, is now almost up in first after 6 laps, 5 laps. Yeah, for them 6. Yeah, that's a warning. How is that a no time gains?
Gaining on the driver ahead is not three.
What do you mean gaining on the car ads? Oh, Scary is in for the pit stop.
Yellow flag is active.
Flag 62, that's Stumper. Yeah, bail out. I've noticed as soon as I start to spin in that corner, I just need to bail out, go off track, and stop accelerating. This is also a nasty corner. I think it's called No Name. And they've recently put gravel on the outside so that it used to be that you could just track extend the hell out of it. And now they added gravel, so if you track extend, first of all, you will slow the heck down. Second of all, you'll get gravel on your tires and lose grip. Which is not ideal. Okay, if I want, I could pit this lap. Like I said, I want to go until at least 35 minutes left. Tires still feel good. Car honestly is okay. For this corner, you really want to hit, not hit the wall, but like run close to the wall, because the track goes down there. You can steer in a little bit extra for that hard turn. I think the problem with Radillon was purely my qualifying setup. Because for qualifying you make the car more on edge. To gain your extra time, and I think mine is a bit too on edge. Okay, I think the front tires may be starting to struggle, though the pressure isn't running up high, so I'm probably good to keep going for a couple of laps. I think I can even make it to halfway point, so 30 minutes. Yeah, it's really only that corner and Lacombe chicane where I'm struggling with grip. But I think that's more the damage than anything else. Gap to Scary is going down, but Scary has got fresh tires. And he's faster than me in general, so... I'm not even fighting Scary. My fight, honestly, is with the 88 O'Brien. And at this point, I want to say that I am winning that fight. Yes, 2 laps down on everyone, including me. I'm not even doing so bad myself. I'm in P8. Given that 3 people have already pit. That's corner cut. Wait, that was valid? That one wasn't, for sure. Oh well, I might actually set a veteran lap this race. You know, this game can just swing so heavily. Like, before the crash, I was like, yeah, this is going to be my last season on the game. I mean, it probably still is, but... And like, after the crash, after I hit the front of the car and got severe damage, as the game calls it, the car is feeling so good. Like, it really sticks to the track now that I'm really thinking of keeping the game on the PlayStation. I probably won't again, but just the thought that occurred to me. There we go. Okay, Jumper is in the pit lane. Yeah, that was my first battle lap. There's Temper. Goodbye, Temper. There is Donnie. Goodbye, Donnie. Pressure loss right front. Okay, now that's something I need to keep in mind, because pressure loss either means I'm not pushing hard enough, or that I've got a puncture. Yeah, you can already see that the tire is, or the car is a bit more unstable. Yeah, I think it might actually be a slow puncture. Which means that the best course of action now is to pit. 25-1, 25-2. I really want to extend this stint. 25-1 still, 25-0. Yeah, I'm also getting vibrations in the steering wheel. I need to decide now. And I'm making the extremely dumb decision to keep pushing. One more lap. After that is the halfway point. can see yellow on the display. Don't know what sector it is though. Looks like sector 2. Did he leave? If he left, that means confirmed podium. Even if I crash out now. Yeah, take it easy, the tire. Yeah. Pressure is dropping now. I need to box this lap. It is a slow puncture. The fun part is, even if you have a puncture, a slow puncture, the only sector you're really suffering is sector 2. I mean, there is also sector 1, but like sector 2 is the technical sector. It has almost every corner is in sector 2. And then I mean corners, I don't mean the little bends that are like here, like the bend I'm going through now. That's not counted as a corner really. For some reason, Red Bull Rain turn 2 is a kink. Yeah, tire is going. Do I push it for one more lap? There's no point, really. No risk on pit limits. Yeah, it is a slow puncture. I can hear it. Let's see, 30 seconds, no damage fix, sounds about right.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Yeah, you can really hear the tire. There's Stanskett. That's... Oh no, that was Scary. This is Stanskett. That's Donnie. That's Tom. Shit. Come on. Are you kidding me? Fucking hell, mate. That was so fucking stupid. In real life, I would have also been disqualified for reversing in the pit line. With just seconds in the class, that's not horrible.
Mandatory stop. Start here. Come on, go, go, go.
Reason why I also braked so early in pit X entry is because if you go over that line, with more than 50 kilometers per hour, you get a drive-through. Or no, not a drive-through, a 30-second stop-go penalty. So basically another full pit stop. And what that means, especially on Spa, is that you basically lose a lap. Like the pit lane alone takes a minute 20. Count that you're standing still for 30 seconds while everyone else is going over 150 the whole track round. And yeah, you just lose a lap. Let's see how Brian is now. Okay, if I calculated it correctly, unless I make a really stupid mistake, I should be able to keep this second place. I know it says 9th out of 10 there, but class second. I should stay second in the amateur class. Which is higher than I expected, honestly. Especially after quali. Now, of course, I had luck that that one guy, Lucas, dropped out. Don't know why. Don't know if there was a reason for it, but no. Hit curb again. Just bail out, bail out. Take the track limits, just was not worth it to try that. But like stuff like that, I call it a mechanical failure. He can come back in if he rejoins. He will just be laps down. So even if he rejoins, I have zero pressure. I also overfueled, so maybe that fuel I added back in at the start of the race was too much. I'm using less fuel than expected. I think normally you use 3.6 and I'm using 3.0. But that's of course because my lap was a pit stop lap, so I think it will update after I cross the line again. But yeah, even if he rejoins, I should be good. Stanskit P1 is now in the pit. I did not need to lift and downshift there, but I just so afraid of making a mistake and crashing. Wait, what do you mean caning on the car ahead? Does he mean compared to Stanskit or compared to Tumper? Because Tumper is over a minute ahead of me. Tumper is already halfway through sector 2. No. Okay. I've confirmed I have a heart and that it can be attacked. Jesus, fuck that wall. But yeah, Tumper is 2 sectors ahead of me. I think I'll be seeing blue flag soon. Yeah, I'm just checking the pressures, the front right. When it's slow punctured, it was 1 psi, lower than it is supposed to be. Over 1 psi even, so I may have got it too close by pitting when I did that. Honestly, I think it works out fine.
Faster car behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was a good clearing. I'm honestly proud of that.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
That's Tumper. If Tumper crashes and gets damaged and needs to pit again, I've got him.
Faster car behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I was talking about Tumper crashing. I should really focus on my own car in relation to the closest wall, because I've been having a few close calls in Radillion, and
Faster car coming up behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
okay, that's everyone cleared for now. But yeah, I've been getting close encounters into Radillion, and it's not good for my heart or my race. Yeah, you can see I lost time there because I lifted and Red Baron didn't. That's honestly the gap between me and pros. The pros are confident and I'm absolutely not. Oh no, Donny has a drive-through. That's sad. Okay, if that isn't the track warning. If that isn't the fucking track warning. What the on every game. that would be like a track limit in F1. It would have been a time penalty for car exceeding track limits in Gran Turismo. Somehow, in Assetto Corsa, it's fine. Like, your lap gets deleted, but other than that, you're fine. I do not understand the track limits of this game. Like, I know it's modeled after the rules of the FIA, not FIA, the Fanatec GT3, GT World, whatever you want to call it, championship for GT3s. But like, that should have been, that would have been an immediately time penalty, because I fully went over the curb. I even went over the green part and I didn't slow down. Wait, Donny is also stopping. That doesn't clear his drive-through, does it? Does that mean he has to go through the pit lane again? If so, I could be in for P8. Oh, that already was P8. You're fucking kidding me. Okay, objectives shifted. Stay out of Donny. Most importantly, watch out for the drive-through cleared message. If it doesn't show up, I'm confirmed to have beaten Donny. "30 minutes, that's about..." Let me check what was the lap time. But don't see the lap time. Let's just assume my fastest lap, 2:20. Let's just take 2:25. That's about 6 laps. Maybe 5. Okay, Donny has given up. Donny has fully given up. So that's P8. One thing I am really good at though is letting traffic by. Like without losing them time and without me losing too much time. And people trust me in that I let them by really quickly. So as you saw with Scary there, what happens is he knows I'm going to go wide for him. So he just sends it, just like I send it right there. Quick 180. But because they trust me with that, it leads to some situations in which I cannot let them by because they're too far and they just assume I go out of the way and they ran into me. And that's the problem with the trust that you build between yourself and another driver. Well, that one wasn't as efficient, but you know, I'm not really fighting for that. I'm fighting with O'Brien, who is still one lap behind me. So yeah, I can take it a bit easier. And Tom is fighting for something, so... And I've gotten in Tom's way before, so letting him pass there, instead of having him stuck behind me even longer, feel like that's... I did it good there. Don't upshift, don't upshift. There we go. Okay, 51 seconds. I went in way too hot there, but no worries. Had it under control for once. Okay, I want to compare my lap time to O'Brien because I would have loved if I finish a lap ahead of him. Looks like Danny also left. So there will be P8 out of 11 starters.
There's a guided car from the sector 2.
Okay, there was a 2:25.6. I have to check in the middle of the chicane. He does a 2:22, so that's 3 seconds a lap. About 3 laps remaining. Yeah, even if I lose 14 seconds a lap, I'm still finishing a lap ahead of him. I still don't understand, like, the car is fucked. Basically, the car is just fucked. I was spinning out a lot, slipping up, and then I fucked the front, and it somehow made the car more drivable. Two 2:4, yeah. I'm basically staying out of him. Even if he lost only 1 lap in the pit stop, I still would have ended up ahead of him, so. There's definitely some good things to take from this race, but yeah, at the start of this race, I didn't really like it a lot. I just I didn't find it that fun of a race, but it's either this is my final lap or next one. I think next one, given where Stanskid is. Ah, too deep. Way too deep. Yeah, leader is on final lap, so I get this lap, lap 24, and I get lap 25. So that's nice, that's nice. So the finishing order will be what? Stanskid, Danny and Alice? Yeah, 3-1 and 300. No, not 300. Oh no, 369 and need to stay focused. No, it will be Stanskid with number 3. Alice with 369, and then Danny with number 1. Oh man, I'm tired. Like during the race, and I've never actually really had this. I had like, well, not spots, but like I couldn't focus on the track at all. I just couldn't see. Well, I don't want to say I couldn't see. I couldn't. Fuck, what you call it? Yeah, I kept seeing tiny black dots. That's because I'm just tired. Stanskid has won. Congratulations to him. For some reason, I can't put the car in reverse. The reverse gear just doesn't exist. Okay, this may have fucked the suspension. Yeah, suspension is fucked. You can tell your suspension is fucked because the car just steers hard to one side. So my car, in my case, the car is leaning left, meaning the right suspension is damaged. And the car just steers towards the left constantly. So turns to the left, you can steer in. You steer more easily into turns to the left, but turns to the right become harder, and some turns to the right you just cannot make. Like if I Probably if I had to take the turn 1 hairpin again at race speed, I will probably not make it. I mean, for funsies, after the race, I can try it. This turn should be more easy now. Not at all. And that's it, 25 laps. Checkered flag.
Checkered flag. Good job. You did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
So yeah, P8. It was a good race. Oh. Glad it's over though.